Guys, I'm just gonna try to solve some puzzles here. I got a 2910 rating right now, and I'm trying to increase it back to 3000, which I had before. So let's see if I can make some headway on that. I've been losing a lot of puzzles recently. So let's see. This one looks actually pretty dang simple. Like, what's he do after knight here? And then I play rook here, check. And then knight here is mate. Okay. Only gained 6 off that. It gets harder to play these as time goes on, like, as it should. Well, what about knight to g3 check? King has to move to h2. Knight g3 check, king h2. The rook and the queen cover the dark squares for the queen to settle into, so... Let's see. Rook takes rook. Does that do anything? I don't think so. He just takes it. So on these, I'm not really trying to... make any moves before I finish it, but what I'm looking at right now is knight here, check. And then, let's see here. The king has to move up. And then, let's see. I don't see what rook takes h3 does. But, hold on. Can I... Let me see here. This one's kind of hard. We also have to look out for checks from the enemy queen. So I cannot really move my rook up. Because that could be devastating. So. What about knight to... What does that do? Interesting. How can I do anything about this? I mean, yeah, I can win a rook with knight to f1 check. But I seriously doubt that's the answer, because I'm still facing the same problems. Because if knight here check, then the rook takes. What about... The rook takes. I definitely don't think that taking the rook is an option. Because once again, like I said, queen of d5 check doesn't look good. Because if I took here, then queen of d5 check, and either the king moves here, and let me see here. What does he do after that? Let's just get rid of all that mess. Let's just start out once again with, Oh. Oh. I think I see it. Wow. Order is critical. Yes. It's this first. Rook there, check. If king up, then queen here is mate. So he doesn't have that option. So it's rook here, check. This rook has to take. Now it's knight here, check. Look, the queen covers the g1 square, so the king has to move up. Now we capture the rook with check. And when the king moves back, we capture the queen, and that's just GG. All right, let's do it. Let's try it. Oops. That's it. Yup. Yup. Okay. Sorry that took so long, but these, like I said, these puzzles get hard. Let's see here. What do we have here now? What is the idea behind this one? So white is losing right now. Like, unless they find some kind of a really clever idea. So let's try to think what that clever idea might be. What am I looking for here? It's amazing how, you know, that the GMs, they just find this stuff right away, but I'm no GM, so I don't know how I could ever be one with me being 38 years old already. This is probably too late in the game for me to hope for that, but maybe I can become some kind of a title player someday. Maybe a CM or a FM. Let me see here. What can I do? Now, the rook is cutting off the king from here. If I push this pawn, check, the king has two squares to move to. This one and this one. Oh, I'm slow. So, if he moves here, it's just mate with this. The rook cuts off his escape. So, what if he moves here instead? I don't have the same option because the bishop controls the g4 square. So, Is there a way to still do this? Or do I need to change my order of operations here? I think I need to change the first move. So let's look at something different. I don't think that h4 works. But what about... Oh, bishop to c1 might be the right move. Bishop to c1 check, because look, the king is under check. Bishop covers this, rook covers this. King still has only 2 moves. And this one is an obvious loss because now rook captures h6 is mate. This one is an obvious loss because g4 is checkmate. So the answer is bishop to c1 check. Let's get rid of that. Yup. And so now, I guess I just take that with check, right? Yeah. Yep. Boom. Okay. Little bit of progress. Looks like we're under check right now. So, what are our options? Well, we could play bishop to g6, but then the queen would just take it with check, and like this is clearly not the answer. So let's just get rid of that. The king has 2 options right now. There's king here. That cannot be good. What about... Surprisingly, if rook here check, which is the only viable check that white has, I think it can just be blocked with... No, hold on. If bishop there, then I suppose he has e4. But, okay, so he's threatening to capture it with the rook, not the pawn, because the pawn is pinned thanks to the queen on g4. So, what can black do in that situation that... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so what about bishop to b6 check? He can't push the pawn on c4 because it's pinned to the rook. So, if he moves the king back here, I think it's checkmate, right? Because just queen captures pawn. Checkmate. She covers this, this, and this, and it's just GG's. So, let me see here. So, king to d3 is not an option. Well, what about king to d5? King to d5 is probably not an option either, eh? Because of, like, isn't there some kind of a... Maybe queen captures e4 check? And the king literally has one move, which would be down here. And then See here. Does the... Let me see. Queen captures e4 to check. King to d6. Now what? The black squares are weak. There's no easy way to infiltrate on them. Oh, the pawn's gone from there, so is it just... Is it just queen to d4 mate? She covers all these squares. The bishop on b6 covers the c7 square. The queen also covers the capture of the pawn. The pawn guards those squares. And the king guards that square. That's gotta be it. Well, let's look at... Okay, so we think we found that solution, but we gotta look at the other way now. Because just because we found one doesn't mean that we found that it's actually the right answer. But I don't think that king here is safe. I think that queen here just ends the king's dreams. Yeah, so... Because after here, check. The king could move down here, I suppose. But... Hold on a second. Oh, the pawn is coming down my way. So, actually, that whole last solution I did doesn't work. Because the pawn is guarding that, and I totally didn't see that. So that doesn't work. So now we got to come up with something totally different. But I don't see any other real option here. Are we just going for a perpetual check? Is that what this is? Like, if king here... Queen f6 check. And if I move my king here... What's the knockout? I mean, I guess he could just start bringing the cavalry in, huh? This is ridiculous. Nothing's safe here. Nothing. We can't move the king here because a queen here mate. Like, that's just a given. So, that's out. So, we still haven't really fully looked at bishop here. But I seriously doubt that's the answer. So, but we'll go through it anyway. Queen captures, g6 check, and the king pretty much has to move down here now. But now what about this? I mean, rook to f1 looks pretty devastating. Wait, hold it. Hold it. I missed something fundamental here. Oh, wow. It's literally bishop to g6 because that's a check. How sad that I didn't notice that. Uh-huh. He doesn't have time to capture it because he's in check. That's illegal. Goodness. Alright, and then the king would just move, what, there? And then this is just checkmate, right? I mean, yeah. Well, we found our answer. Sickening that it took this long. Not over yet. Not over yet. I totally missed knight captures. Or knight to, yeah. Let me see. But isn't this just a mate? Yeah. Isn't this just a crisscross applesauce now? Yeah. Because, see, if this captures this, bishop here is mate. The king guards all these squares. The bishop guards these. The pawn can't move because it's pinned. This bishop guards this whole diagonal. And this bishop would guard that square as well. Yeah. Almost like a mid-board Bowden's mate. Pretty cool. Alright. On to the next one. Let's see here. Queen to h7. And what does that do? They want to trade queens. I don't see any real threat from that besides just capturing the queen. So, what's the idea here? Is that just a trap bishop? Huh. Let's take a look deeper. So, what about rook to... Oops. It's a funky arrow. Rook to a8 check. And the king has to move up. No other real option. And... if we push this pawn here, that bishop is trapped, right? Because... hold on a second. No, because the queen's hanging. That doesn't work at all. So, let's not hang our queen. Interesting. So, what does rook to a8 check actually do for us? Well, let's look at queen captures h7 check. King has to take it, so there's that. And then, but the bishop has escape squares now. So pushing g5 at this moment in time doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense. Don't really see a whole heck of a lot going on here. Well, let's change the color of the arrow because this is a little bit too, it doesn't stand out enough, I don't think. Not enough contrast. So, what do we got here? I'm so slow at processing these puzzles. Is there something to this? Let's just look at it again. Let's not cross it out right away. King here. I don't think that this does anything but drop a queen. Is there some kind of a mate net that I can delve up? I don't believe so. I think this just loses. But sometimes you just got to try to do the whole continuation before you hang it up. Okay, I don't think this is good at all. So, is there something else? Is there perhaps... Let me see. The knight has no way of getting to the h5 square, because that could be good at creating a mating net, but that would literally take 4 moves to get there, and in that time, the knight it wouldn't even make it, because it'd be captured. So, what can be done here? I don't see much. Man, to think that the GMs would figure this out like in an instant is mind-boggling to me. Like, I take a long time to solve these. Wait a minute. No. It doesn't work either. Is there a way to double up on the 8th rank? If I could do that, then it probably would be checkmate, but I don't see a way to get there. So, I really don't see the easy way out of this. Like, it should be. Man, I know we're not looking for a draw. They want a draw. That's why they're trying to trade queens, so. I don't see the good that trading queens does at all. I don't think that trading queens is the answer. Let's try, though. Queen captures h7 check. King captures h7 because... Let me see here. Queen captures h7 check. King captures h7. g5. Bishop to... g7 or f8, but f8 would just put it under attack by the rook with rook to a8. Is this a case of a rook lift? Somehow? Or what? No, king here doesn't do anything because then he just comes under a check. What could this one be, God? Once I'm done with this one, I'll stop the video. It's been quite a while on this. So, no point in sacking the queen for the rook. It just loses. Huh. No point in knight to d4 because queen captures d3. Am I just to move my queen away? Maybe to... Let's look at rook to a8 check again. I feel like it just starts with this. It has to. So king moves there. The bishop is definitely blocked out now. So if there was a way to get my queen to a spot where it would be threatening something significant, then trapping the bishop would become very viable. The problem is that I don't see how I stop rook captures g4, but let's play queen to b3, threatening to infiltrate back to the b8 square. So let's see what happens if rook captures g4. Do I have time to play queen to b8, or does rook captures g2 become a serious problem? Also, can't the king just move up here if it wanted? But I don't see that as an option because this check should be very problematic for the black king. He can't move there because of the knight, so he has to move back to here, in which case now g4 is a real, or g5 is a real threat, because now my queen is guarded by the rook. So it doesn't look like king to g6 is an option at all after queen to b3. So we have to go with rook captures g4. And now, what happens here after queen to b8? Rook captures g2 check. Not capturing would probably be very silly. Or would it? Yeah, I think it would. But then again, not capturing it might be what the doctor ordered, because this could be a very real problem for black with king to f1. What's he do then? Does he move the rook there to f2 with check? And I can't capture it? Or can I capture it? If I capture the rook, king captures f2, then queen can step in, or the rook's gone, so queen to c2 check. And this could prove very dangerous. Something about this, though, seems like I would have mate soon on g8. The queen to g8. So, see, queen to c2 check. And his king is on g7, so it's not altogether unsafe to play king to g2. Oh, wait, I can't play king to g2. I'm on crack. The queen is checking that square. Man. If I played... I suppose I could play rook to e1. But then there might be a threat of... Feels like my king's getting drug out. With bishop to e3 check. And rook can't capture because of the queen on c2. If the king moves, I'm getting mated, I think. So do I have to capture it? King captures e3. But then what about... Somehow I feel like this just isn't the answer. There's just too much going on here. Something isn't right. Like, what on earth am I trying to accomplish with this? Wait, let's see. What if... Let's just go back. Let's try something totally different here. What if I just played queen to b3 out the gate? Now the threat of g4 or g5 may become a reality. Because what does black do? The threat is rook here check. The queen can't block, so a king would move up. Then you got g5. The bishop becomes trapped. So what are black's options after queen to b3? That's the question. He could try to guard the back rank, I suppose. That is kind of an annoying move to face. This one's got me stumped, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Some of you are probably screaming the solution out to me like I'm just missing it. But this one is hard. This one is very hard. I don't see any forks. anywhere that I can utilize here. Rook to c8 just looks like a stop to that plan. Like, I don't see what can be done here after rook to c8. So it must be something else. Does it start with a check from the rook? Well, we know it doesn't start with g5. That just drops the queen. So that's just out of the question. I don't see what queen captures h7 check does. Rook to a8 check. Rook to a8 check forces king to g7. Is there a different thing we can threaten? Are we just to threaten the rook? Is that it? Because here we're threatening queen captures the rook now. Yeah. Because now how does he stop it? Wow, I'm slow at this stuff. Yeah, because now, once the rook moves, I mean, the king has no way to defend. Well, he can go there. He can definitely go there. Maybe that's not the answer. King to f7, huh? King to f7. What does g7 do now? Well, or what does g5 do now? Nothing. It does nothing. What are we looking for here? Knight to g5 does nothing. It's a check, but and a fork, but I can just capture it, right? I mean, sure, I've got a move like rook to f1 check, but now they can just block. Doesn't do anything. Maybe it... No, it wouldn't start off with queen to a3 first. Because the rook is protected at that point. So we gotta be on the right track here. I'm trying to figure out the rest, though. Oh. Wow. Okay, so why am I so slow at this? It's literally just... It's rook to a8 check, king to g7, queen a3, king f7 is forced. Queen captures e7 check. And when king takes, Rook a7 check skewers the king and queen. And when the king moves, we take the queen, and we're up a rook. That's got to be what it is. I'm sorry this took so long, guys. All right, let's do it. Yup. Yup. Okay, so he did move his rook there instead. But pretty sure the bishop is just trapped now. Will he sacrifice his rook for it? I don't think so. Because then I have a real mate threat. Yeah, this is the answer. Yup. Wow, I'm sorry that took so long. Let's do one more for good measure. Queen to c1. What does that do? Huh. I am... Did somebody just resign a game? Let me see here. Isn't... Oh, okay, this could prove dangerous. Let's take a look here. If queen to f3, which seems too obvious, then queen, to b2 check, and the king has to start running. Or does it? Okay, what if the king moves to a6? That just looks bad beyond measure. But is it really, is the question. There's queen to h8 check. King must move up here. And then queen to... Oh, queen could just capture the bishop at that point. And that's just GG's. So that doesn't work. So the king moving up doesn't work. So what about f6? So at this point, rook to... Ooh, rook there cannot be played. But queen here can. Alright. No, it cannot. No, it cannot because the queen guards it. I think I got the answer. Yeah, I think it's just bait. I think he loses a queen. Let's take a look. Yup. And then after this, he has no defense against me except but to give up a rook. Alright. Let's go to the next one. Sorry, I know this is a long video, but I want to make decent progress here back to 3,000. So obviously the main threat here is queen captures d7 check and queen captures b7 as mate. So we have to stop that. How can we do so is the question. Well, what is the way to go here? So immediately, I notice one thing. Yeah, we have to check with the rook. Oops, I'm not moving that. We have to check with the rook. Queen check doesn't do anything. When we check with the rook, the king has to move up here. If he moves to the back rank, either here, well, here just loses due to this check. Bye-bye, queen. So, if he moves here, it's literally just mate. So that's not an option either. So, king to here, and then it looks like queen here check is pretty devastating. The king's cut off from here and here, and the rook cuts off this. So, there are a few options for the king. Or for the white side. There is... Let's look at D3, or E3, or E4. My notation is all off. E4 fails because now we can just go queen to A3 check, H3 check, and the king has nowhere to move. There's no interposers except for the queen, which will be captured subsequently, and then it will be checkmate. So, let's take a look now at one of these knights. Well, I mean, I suppose we could just capture it. That's a viable option. Or we could... This might be the answer, actually. We could take this knight with check. Because it forces king here, and after king there, I just capture that knight with mate. Or not mate, but I win the queen. If perhaps he were to play pawn captures, then queen captures knight check, king to c3, and queen to c4 is checkmate, because the rook still cuts off that row right there. So, let's take a look here. So, the knight can't capture. That's got to be the answer. I think that's the answer. It's the only thing that makes sense. So, we shall play it. Yup. No, we lost that one. Huh. Really? Is the idea that just this? And now we play here. And now... Okay. Alright, we lost that one. So we lost some rating. Doggone it. Played that one a little too fast. I've solved harder puzzles than that too. That's the worst part. But the thing is queen... The queen move was still winning. Like, matter of fact, let's go back and see. Because I think that... Let me see, puzzles. Let's look at the stats. Where are my stats? Oh, I got one of my games here going. Oh, he played the knight back. Okay. Well, I believe it's just trapped now, right? I mean, after rook there, it forces a knight trade because knight there, then I just play rook here. And yeah, you're gonna move there, but I take your rook, you take mine, and I take your knight with checks, so that doesn't work. So rook there's got to be the move. I don't see anything else. Of course, there is his option to play, to just forego the knight But after rook captures here, he doesn't have time to capture the pawn. He has to capture the knight, or I'll save it. And then I'll just start pushing P, as Hikaru says. So this should be just losing for him. I mean, he's down a rook, but you know, these people I play, they don't give up when they're down a substantial amount of material. So wait, that's the wrong rook to move, though. I'm forgetting something. Yeah, that was the wrong rook to move. So we're not going to move that rook. We're going to move this rook. That makes a heck of a lot more sense. Now the knight can't go to any of these squares and has to go to that one, should it try to save itself. Yeah. Yep. All right. Man, I almost made a mistake. All right. That's the end of that knight. And he's not going to get on for a while, so anyway, let's take a look at that puzzle now and see, man, crazy. Alright, so that was not my highest rating. My highest rating was 3,000. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I literally made it to 3,000. But if you guys want to claim that... Oh, yeah, see, there it is. Highest rating, 3,023. June 30th of this year. Well, that's kind of weird. Why isn't this graph showing it? It's not even showing getting up there. Yeah, I was going up there. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing that, but... Okay, let's look at this puzzle again. So, let's just turn on analysis after it says that, you know, we lose or whatever. And, well, first, let's win the dumb thing. Okay, now let's look at analyze, and let's see. Am I wrong that... Okay. Really? Queen to h7 check loses the advantage in full. Is that right? Because of knight 5e4. Okay. Ha! That's funny. That's so funny. Would never have... Well, I don't know why I wouldn't have looked at that. The other move would have killed him. If he played here... Now it's winning for black. Because of the reasons that I said. Huh. Crazy. Okay. So we were wrong on that one, but hey, that's okay. Learning is a part of the process, so... Anyway, I know this was a long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed the arrow analysis and my thoughts throughout the puzzles, and I'll catch you soon.